again, wrestling fans, and welcome to the studios of the Old Bakery as we get ready to give you, unfortunately, another tribute episode. Yes, we are bringing you this today, Monday the 12th of May. Yesterday, Sunday the 11th. Unfortunately, we got the bad news, the tragic news that one Terry Brunk has passed away. For those of you who know, that is the homicidal, genocidal, suicidal madman from Bombay, Michigan. Sabu has passed away. Saw the news yesterday afternoon. Instantly thought it was a rib. You know, someone had gone. Rest in peace, Sabu. It's like, hang on a minute, this can't be real. Quick search online. Unfortunately, very, very real. Sabu had only just wrestled his last match, his retirement match against Joey Janela 3 weeks ago, to WrestleMania weekend, basically. Joey Janela's spring break number 9. They had a barbed wire match, ring wrapped around in barbed wire. Sabu looked in pretty good condition for being 60. There was talk of him sort of not being in a... I think I'd sort of seen reports of him being maybe under the influence or whatever, but pretty much in good condition. There's a few sort of mishaps with landings and things like that. As of recording, we do not know yet his cause of death, so hopefully that will probably come out within the next few days. I'm just here to run down a couple of matches. Always been a big fan of Sabu since I saw him back in the day in ECW. When were the late 90s, I think I was watching ECW tapes from like 93, 94, through the tape trading days. Saw Sabu, instantly just like, wow. Obviously never seen anything like it. I haven't really. Well, you've seen it often imitated but never duplicated. Has Sabu's style been the high flying style? They bring in the hardcore style from Japan into the United States through ECW, and then that obviously spread into the likes of modern days GCW, CZW back in the day, XPW, all those kind of federations, if you will. So often, like I said, often imitated, never duplicated. Very underrated, very unappreciated. Sabu wrestled. I've covered a match of his and Rob Van Dam's in Memphis. They wrestled in I think 91. He started wrestling in the late 80s. Trained by the legendary Sheik. As of recording, I think tomorrow, Tuesday, the new episode of Dark Side of the Ring airs, and that is going to be covering the Sheik, which is very poignant because obviously everything got recorded last year for that, and it's going to be very poignant because they're obviously going to be paying tribute to the Sheik, and no doubt it will also pay tribute to Sabu in some way. I'm sure the guys Evan and Jason are probably putting something together maybe to pay homage to Sabu. I know they have done over the last day on social media. Yes, he wrestled in WCW for a very brief period in 1995. Halloween Havoc, Sabu wrestled Mr. JL, and the Sheik was at ringside, and the Sheik kind of infamously got in the way. Sabu did one of his big dives over the top rope and smashed his uncle in the face. I think a fireball was also involved as well. He wrestled for the WWF in the ECW remaster, whatever they did in the middle 2000s. He was supposedly, he had some tryouts in 1993 for the WWF, and they were very keen on signing him, but from what I've heard, the only trouble was they didn't want to bring in the Sheik as his manager. They wanted to bring in the Iron Sheik, Sheiky baby, and Sabu went, no, that's not going to work for me, because obviously Iron Sheik at that time was probably a bit of a comedy, well, not a comedy character, but he didn't have the aura of the Sheik, and the Iron Sheik is from Iran, and Sabu is supposed to be from Bombay, India, or Bombay, Michigan, whatever you want to call it. So that's that. He's also wrestled in, obviously, ECW. We're not going to be covering any ECW matches. That is going to be done by, I guess, a variety of other folk, but that will also be very poignant when the ECW Vault comes out on YouTube. I don't know when it's coming out, but it has been a sort of kind of semi-announced that they're going to be doing an ECW Vault, very similar to what they have done with the WWE and the WCW Vault. So that's going to be very entertaining to watch. Hopefully there's a lot of old ECW cards and TV shows. I guess they had a lot of that on the network / Peacock. But yeah, so New Japan, he wrestled in, I think he may have wrestled in All Japan, FMW, Michinoku Pro, which is going to be 2 promotions we're going to be covering today. And then obviously in the late 90s, early 2000s, numerous independent promotions, as well as TNA, who have been putting out, they put out, I think, a nice little tribute to him, and they've been putting, I think there's a video on YouTube today, like his most hardcore matches of TNA or whatever. And then most recently he was in AEW a couple of years ago as like a manager. I think I just saw the clip. Adam Cole was facing Chris Jericho in like an unsanctioned match, and Sabu was in the corner of Adam Cole for some reason. I don't really know why. Well, I do know why, because of who's in charge of AEW. We're not going to go into that. Tributes. I've always seen a tribute from Taz. I believe there's one from Bill Alfonso on YouTube. Dave Meltzer's had a bit to say. I'm guessing Corny might have something to say. I don't know if it'd be good or negative or not. I don't know what. I can't think in my head that they'd had many run-ins, because obviously Sabu was in ECW while Corny was in Smokey, and then when he was in WWF, when Sabu was in WWF, I think Corny had gone, and then TNA. They may have worked together in TNA. Don't know when Corny was there, but yeah. So that's that. Yes, there's going to be far more intellectual folk who know what they're talking about than me, discussing the life and times of Sabu. There is a very good one, James Romero, who does the Storytime of Dutch and various other podcasts. He has put a nice little tribute out yesterday. You can see that the few times that he had met Sabu, it meant a lot to him. And like all of us of a certain age, we're all fans of ECW. We're all fans of Sabu. We all really want to wear a pair of shiny pants and do this a lot. If you're watching, there is this video. There, I'm recording this on video, so if you want to watch the matches, they should be on the YouTube. If you want to watch the matches, you'll see a little picture of me in the corner, just there, and we shall be watching that. And the first match we're going to be covering is a tag team match featuring the Sheik as well as Terry Funk. So let's get down to the action. I'll press that button, and we are here. So we've got Tarzan, Goto, and Terry Funk going against the Sheik and Sabu. This is from Frontier Martial Arts Wrestling, FMW if you will. This is from the 22nd of August 1993 from their Shingeki card in Nishi-Onimaya, Japan, in the Hankyu Nishimuro Stadium. 36,223 are in attendance. I'm going to be butchering some Japanese names here, but the card is be seeing Masato Tanaka versus defeating Mr. Chin, Koji Nakagora defeating Chika Matsumara, Combat Toruda, Krusha Maedumara and Shark Tsiara defeating Kiki Iwami, Kamuki Matsuda and Ria Nakamura. Little Frankie defeats Tomizuro Tsunukakara. Riki Fuju defeated Murakura. Yashihara Kunara defeated Yuki Nabina. Atsushi Anita Jr. I don't know who that is. Oh, that's Flying Kid Ichihara. And Terry Boy defeat the Cockroaches 1 and 2. Megumi Kuda and Mayuma Sato defeat Aja Kong and Kira Ito. Takamichi Nuku, the Great Sasuke, and Chuden Senshi Battle Ranger defeat Grand Naniwa, Gensi Shinzaki, and Super Delphin. Mr. Ganusaki and Samba Asaka defeat Big Titan and the Gladiator. Katsui Udu defeats Leon Spinks by KO. There is this match, which is a stretcher tag team death match, and then the main event is for the vacant FMW Brass Knuckles heavyweight title in a barbed wire, current mine, prison ring, time bomb death match, where Atsushi Onita defeats Mr. Pogo. So we are now in action here. All 4 men are now on the outside. The Sheik is already throwing fireballs, while Sabu is already throwing tables. Sabu wearing pink sash, pink boots, and teal trouser. Tarzan Goto wearing yellow and black singlet, yellow boots. The Sheik is wearing, I don't know what the Sheik's wearing, probably blue. Tarzan and Sabu on the outside fighting over a table. Sabu has set up a table and Sabu has gone through the table. Atomic drop style. Terry's wearing black and red trunks. Sheik already bleeding. Tarzan Goto throws a table on Sabu. I don't think, is the Sheik, has he got long left for wrestling? Obviously a legend in wrestling, hardcore wrestling, you name it. The Sheik is an absolute legend. I'm a huge fan of the Sheik's work. Brian R. Solomon has written a book about the Sheik. Sheik finishes his wrestling career in 1995, and he has quite a few matches after this. Have they had the infamous fire match yet? Has that happened yet? Don't know. No, he can't have done. When was that fire match? This match is in August. No rope street fight. Tornado. When is that match? That is Fire Deathmatch. That is in May of 1992. That infamous Fire Deathmatch that goes 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Back in the ring, Tarzan Goto and Sabu are in the ring. Sabu setting up tables, or a table. Sabu scoops up Goto, puts him on the table. The table is very leany. Kick to Terry Funk, who was on the apron. Sabu goes to the top rope and moonsault on the table. Tarzan Goto had got through the table. Is that a table or is that a stretcher? Table. Table bouncing off the Sheik and Sabu's head. I like that pink that Sabu was wearing. It's very poppy. Big slam by Goto. Tarzan Goto now going up to the top. Whoop, I think the second rope maybe have broken. Tarzan Goto on the top rope and big splash by Tarzan. Doesn't go for the pin though, doesn't go for the pin. Irish whip, big chop there by Tarzan, and again. Irish whip Sabu. God, Lord, what a clothesline there by Goto. It seems to have broken down back to a standard tag team match. The partners are standing on the apron. Sheik with that fork now right in the face of Tarzan Goto. Stabbing it in the forehead. Sheik is a bloody mess. Referee trying to get Terry Funk out of the back on the apron. Sheik now blatantly just stabbing Tarzan Goto on the forehead. Big round by Sabu. Tarzan seems to be bleeding from the forehead, and you wonder why, with a fork stabbing in his head. Backflip into a clothesline there by Sabu. Backflip again. And, no, ducks a clothesline. Ducks a clothesline does Tarzan. And beautiful bridging German suplex, but not for the pin, Tarzan tags in Terry. Terry's in. Crowd. God damn you. Terry just shouting at Sabu. Sheik now in. Fork to Terry. Sheik not giving a flying fuck. Has he got his curly toes on or not? I think Sheik was as well. Fork to the head. Fork to the head of Terry. Yeah, Sheik is wearing curly toes. Sabu's now holding Terry. Sheik's going for something in the trunks. Terry's now bleeding. Sheik's going for something. Sheik's... fire! Oh, no! Terry moved! Sabu got the fire. I think Terry might have slightly just caught it in the ear hole. Sabu has been fireballed by his own uncle. going to be an interesting Christmas meal. Doesn't go to now trying to throw some chairs over the barricade. Terry flops to the outside. No, back inside now. Goto now hands a chair to Terry. Referee's wearing some lovely purple shoes. Oh, good lord! Chair right to the head. You can already see the scars. Oh, Sheik's got a fire extinguisher. Sheik just seems like literally someone's crazed uncle now. He's just a crazy man just running around. Sheik. Oh, Terry now with a DDT on the chair to Sabu. You can already see the scars of war on Sabu's arms. Oh, DDT again. Right on that chair. Crowd sort of in a stunned silence. Terry going for a pile driver. Pile driver on the chair. Good lord. Sabu taking some offense here. Referee now checking with Sabu if he can continue. Terry bleeding from the forehead. Referee's calling for the bell. Referee is calling for the bell. He has found Sabu unresponsive. In 6 minutes and 32 seconds, Terry Funk and Tarzan Goto are the winners by KO. Sheik has now got an umbrella. Tarzan Goto now bending the umbrella around the back of the neck of the Sheik. Referee or the young boys are checking on Sabu. Terry's throwing chairs. Terry's going ballistic now in the crowd. Terry threatens to hit a young lady. She just runs away. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is that for that match. We will now... Do we fast forward? We fast forward a couple of months as we are now about to watch Sabu versus Jerry Lynn from the 12th of December 1993. Hello, gentlemen. We are now the 12th of December. We are in Michinoku Pro Wrestling. We are in the Iwata Prefectural Gymnasium in total of 2,310. Also on this card, they see Wellington Wilkins Jr. defeat Naharu Hoshikawa. Kazimuchi Nakajima defeating the Grand Naniwa. Damien and Jinsei Shinzaki defeating Predator and Yon Jinyin. Chodin Senshi Battle Ranger, Takamichi Nuku and Terry Boy defeat Crazy Boy, Ricky Fuji and Superboy. We've got this match. We've got Tarzan Goto and the Great Sasuke defeating Masarara Turi and Mr. Pogo. And a mask versus mask match with Super Delphin defeating Sato. That's a big capital. Does he become anything? That's Dick to Go. Oh, we do love a bit of Dick to Go. So we have got Jerry Lynn in purple and yellow trunks, yellow boots. Against Sabu, white sash, white boots, turquoise tights. Oh, big clothes on there by Sabu. Referee wearing. I think I've seen this referee when I've covered Michinoku Pro before on the old Pro Wrestler Passion. He's a very passionate referee, this man. Sabu working the leg now with a single leg crab on Jerry Lynn. Jerry Lynn has been wrestling for a few years now, I believe he had. Has he had his GWF stuff with 123 Kid yet? Lightning Kid, should we call him? Yes, he has. He had that in February time. Does he do much of a tour of Michinoku Pro? Yes, he has quite a... This is one of the last matches he has. His last match is tomorrow, losing to Ricky Fuji. He's been teaming with Terry Boy in a... looks like a tag tournament. They defeated... yesterday, 9th of December, they defeated Grand Naniwa and Jinsei Shinzaki, so they've had a bit of a successful tour. Well, they've won one match. 2 matches. Gone to a no contest and won a match. And then, I don't know what Sabu has been doing on this tour. What has Sabu been doing on this tour? Obviously, Sabu started... there is a video on YouTube where his first match, apparently, is 1986. I don't know how true that is. He's been in FMW already, obviously, with the Sheik. And then he has done... What has he done on this tour? This tour is not mentioned on... Well, he's here because you've stated that Jerry... That's because I'm looking at the wrong year. Near Fall in the Ring. He's not long actually done a tour with FMW. He comes in for 2 matches. So he was in FMW 2 days ago. He was teaming with the Sheik and they were losing against Dr. Hannibal and Dr. Luther. And then he has this match, and then he has a match tomorrow by defeating Terry Boy. And then 2 weeks later he is in ECW. And then back to Japan in early 1994, back in the ring. Crowd very silent here. 1, 2, Jerry Lynn kicks out. Crowd very appreciative when they see a good move. Classic Japanese fans where they basically very quiet until they see something they like. Oh, beautiful leg lariat there by Sabu off the Irish whip. Beautifully done there by the madman. No, he's not the madman from Sudan. That's Abdullah. He is the homicidal, genocidal, suicidal maniac from Bombay, Michigan. Big slam by Sabu in the corner. Goes to the sick. Oh, what a maneuver there. Like a flipping senton in the corner. 1, 2. Kick out by Jerry. Referee shouldn't have really countered that because the feet were under the ropes. Stomp by Sabu. They're going up to the top rope maybe. Those ring posts are very tall. The difference between the top rope and the ring post is quite a lot. Oh, Jerry Lynn's up on his feet and he drop kicks Sabu off the top rope down to the floor. Here in the gymnasium. Jerry Lynn, a very young Jerry Lynn here. No long hair. Jerry Lynn's going for a flip and he... Beautiful senton over the top rope there by Jerry Lynn. Taking down Sabu. Is that is that a mats on the floor? I'm not sure. 3 now. Up to 3, 4, 5, 6. Jerry Lynn's up to his feet. Grabs Sabu. Rolls him in the ring. Jerry Lynn follows. Picks up Sabu. Irish whips him. Duck down. Oh, Sabu tried to get over but couldn't quite get over. So Jerry Lynn does it again. Flips over by Sabu. Spinning heel kick there by Sabu. Sends Jerry Lynn to the outside. Sabu points to the sky. Referee's looking up there like there's something up there. Sabu now. Oh, flying senton over the top rope. One of his own. Taking Jerry Lynn down and out. Lots of photographers at ringside taking photos. Sabu's now got a table. The legendary Japanese table. Smashes it into the head of Jerry Lynn. Sabu now sets up that table. It's about half the width of a standard American table. Jerry Lynn now being draped on that table. Sabu now with the prone body of Jerry Lynn on the table. Sabu now goes back into the ring. Points to the sky. And over the top cannonball. Oh, I am the table. The table does not break. Just sends Jerry Lynn flying off down to the floor. Sabu holding the base of his... Oh, I'm back up now. Jerry Lynn's got the table. Rams it into the head of Sabu. Sabu now rammed head first at the table. That table's not going to. Table's not going to give. That table's not going to. Not going to hold because the leg. Jerry Lynn's got Sabu. Jerry Lynn's got Sabu. Oh! Powerbomb on the table, and the table does not give. That is a Japanese table, a legendary piece of hardware. Jerry Lynn now rolls Sabu in the ring. Good lord, what a power! What a power bomb there by Jerry. Jerry now trying to get some. Noise from the crowd going. Jerry Lynn now going at the top rope. Sabu still down on the canvas. Lynn. Ooh, misses the splash headbutt. Sabu just sat up. Sabu now sets Lynn up for something near the ropes. And a spring. Oh, what a moonsault. 1, 2, 3. Sabu with a win. Sabu with a win with a spring-legged moonsault. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is our penultimate match. We are now going to fast forward 7 years. And we're going to go to the west coast of America.
Because he is known to lose his mind, middle-aged and crazy Chico. Lose the mind.
So we have fast forwarded 7 years, and we are now, like I said, in the west coast of America. We are in the LA Sports Arena for XPW Go Funk Yourself, held by the legendary XPW promotion. This is their first iteration. We are in front of 1,100 fans. Commentary is Chris Kloss and Larry Rivera. Referee is, looks like Pee Wee from ECW, obviously because Sabu is here. So also on this card, they see Pogo the Clown defeat Nasawa, Carlito Montana and the West Side NGZ defeat Mexico's Most Wanted. That is Damien 666, Halloween and Rey Mysterio Sr. In an I Quit match, Kid Chaos defeats Steve Rosano. Johnny Webb defeats Homeless Jimmy and John Cronus. We have an XPW King of the Deathmatch title match as Supreme defeats the Messiah. We have a loser leaves XPW match where Kid Chaos defeats Tracy Smothers. And we've got this, the XPW World Heavyweight title match. Sabu is brought to the ringside by Josh Lazy. And Terry Funk is brought to ringside by the owner of XPW, Rob Black. So Sabu wearing his silver and white shiny trousers, white sash, white boots. Terry Funk wearing a t-shirt, black and grey bottoms, black boots. Terry Funk now throws Sabu to the outside. So on this day, on the 22nd of July, this is like one of those crazy periods in wrestling. There is still ECW, there is XPW, there is CZW. We've also got IWA Mid-South. So you've got 3 promotions that are heavily influenced by Sabu. ECW is on TNN. They've also got a house show in Peoria, Illinois. That's not how you spell Illinois. Sabu is he wrestling for ECW or is he purely XPW now? What is Sabu doing in 2000? So we are in the summer of 2000. So he has been XPW. He's been BCW in Canada. He has not wrestled for ECW since February. So he's been here since April. He also had one match in Stampede. Unbelievably, that promotion is still going in 2000. He has got this match. He comes across to England in a couple of weeks for the FWA Evil Intentions match, where he has a match with the legendary, for not for good reasons, Dirt Bike Kid. He then spends the rest of 2000. He spends a couple of months in All Japan. He then comes back to XPW, IWA Mid-South, where he's wrestling Chris Hero in November. NWA Florida, NWA Wildside. NWA Wildside, there is an NWA World title match because Sabu wins the title in November. He successfully defends the title against Air Paris and AJ Styles. Yes, AJ Styles has wrestled Sabu, probably the one and only time, probably. And then Sabu loses the NWA World title by the end of 2000. So that is Sabu's 2000, basically, in a nutshell. Sabu now back in the ring, throws Terry Funk to the outside. Sabu looking for something. Goes to the outside. No mats here in XPW. Now clobbering away on Terry Funk. Josh Lazy now throws a chair to the inside. Sabu sets up that chair near the ropes and triple jump. Whoa! Nope. On top. Oh! Double axe to the back of Terry Funk. Terry Funk crawling now down the aisleway. Terry Funk now with the chair. Launches that at the head of Sabu. How is Sabu the world champion here? The XPW champion? Yes, he is. Who did he defeat to win that title? Sabu won that title on the 29th of April. It was vacant. It had been previously held by Chris Candido. Sabu holds the title until May of 2001. He loses it to the Messiah. Does he lose it? Or is it... He defeated the Messiah to win the title. What the hell is going on? They're now down the aisle. I just heard a big scream. Larry, crisscross. It was very... Sabu now been thrown into the X in the aisleway. And again, no. Terry Funk blocks it. Sabu blocks it. Oh, good lord. The set has fallen. Holy moly. No wonder he screamed. No wonder Larry Vera screamed. The set has just fallen down. Terry Funk he went into the X, into the entranceway, the big X for the XPW in the entranceway. Now half the set has fallen down. Good lord. Sabu now destroying what the left of the set there is. You can now see the backstage, well, not the backstage area, but you can see the backstage area. Sabu now ripping the wooden set apart. Oh, and then smashes it over the back of Terry Funk's head. Sabu shouting at the referee. Obviously, Sabu's referee would be Pee Wee Moore. He was the ECW he was the referee in ECW. I believe he was Sabu's driver or something like that. Sabu's like assistant. They're now on the They're now on the stage area, the entrance ramp. Terry now with a ladder, chucking a ladder on. He can't really see a lot. You can just see how massive the LA Sports Arena is and how it's very, very empty. Oh, Sabu now ramming the ladder into the gut of Terry. Terry now with a big right hand. Oh! Terry launches the table at Sabu's head. They're on the stage area, the platform of, I think, where the commentators are standing and where the production team are. Terry's now chasing somebody. Is that? Oh! I think that was Chris Kloss. The other Larry Rivera is now running for his life. Sabu's back up to his feet. Terry's just haymaking anything that moves. Terry's telling everyone to move. And he's about to launch Sabu off the stage area, I think. Irish whip by Terry, and Sabu goes off the stage. Falls a good couple of 2 or 3 feet onto the concrete floor here in front of the rabid LA fans. Terry now chasing Sabu through the crowd. Terry now chasing down Sabu. I am in fear for my life, even though no one is near me. I used to I watched a bit of XPW back in the day through tape trading, and the only downfall was this commentary team. They were very shouty and very just over the top. Sabu's hand seems to be. I think he messed his hand up a bit when he was pulling that set apart because it was like plywood. I think he's ripped his hand open a bit. They're now back on the ringside area. Terry now climbs over the guardrail. Terry now, big left to the noggin of Sabu. Sabu fights back now with a couple of right hands. Sabu with a chair, launches it at the head of Terry Funk. But Terry catches the chair and just throws it back in the ring. Both men now back in the ring. Oh. Terry now Sabu setting up a table. Terry's chucking chairs out of the ring. Clothesline by Sabu. Terry's now prone on the table. Sabu going up the top rope. Sabu going up the top and... Oh, spinning splash. Spinning splash by Sabu. The table did not break. The table did not break. Sabu's going up for another one. He's going up for something else. And... Oh, he went for a leg drop, but Terry sat up and both men go through the table. Terry's just sitting there going, what the fuck is happening, man? I need to go back to Texas and look after my horse. It's a jackass. He's a jackass. Sabu now breaking the table. Rob Black giving Terry Funk something. I think Terry's maybe getting some fire. Terry's now lighting the branding iron on fire. I think Sabu might be getting a bit hot in a little bit. Sabu's just laying on the canvas in the ring. Terry cannot get the branding iron lit. You don't need to look at this. The cameraman, there's no need to scream. Good lord. Terry's now got the branding iron on fire. Terry's now back in the ring. And, whoa! Sabu ducked. Whoa! Whoa! Fireball now by Sabu. Fireball's got the Terry's. Ah! Good lord, Brandon out at the head. 1, 2, 3. Sabu wins. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is that. So it's a bit of a quick episode, but it's just I wanted to do something as a tribute to Sabu. Like I said, a big fan of his back in the day. It's just interviews. Just wanted to do something for Sabu, for the network, and so like I said, it was a sad day yesterday. This past Sunday was a sad day in wrestling. It's nice to see the tributes flooding in from his comrades. I'm guessing there'll probably be a busted open thing as well sometime today, because obviously Tommy Dreamer and Bubba Ray Dudley were former work colleagues of Sabu, both in ECW and WWF. Like I said, maybe Corny might do something as well. I'm just having a look on Tribute to see if anything is happening, and I have got no internet connection, so that's always groovy. So, listen, that is that. Yes, like I said, a sad day in wrestling. Sabu, like I said at the beginning, Sabu only had his last match a couple of weeks ago, back at WrestleMania against Joey Janela. And you could see the videos of that on YouTube and everywhere else where everyone's pleased to see Sabu, and he gets a standing ovation, and he finally gets his Hall of Fame, his Independent Wrestling Hall of Fame plaque that he didn't get last year for numerous reasons. But yeah, so thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much to Sabu. You will be even more missed, I think, now than you were when you weren't wrestling. Like I said at the beginning, very unappreciated, very undervalued as what he has done for wrestling, both hardcore wrestling, deathmatch, not necessarily deathmatch, but hardcore wrestling, and that extreme style and high flying style as well, as we saw in a couple of those matches. That Jerry Lynn match, he was very high flyy. But yes, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening. I'm not going to plug anything. This is not the time nor place to be doing that. So thank you very much, and we will see you very soon. Hopefully not for another tribute. Hopefully we'll keep that for a while. But God bless everyone, and have a nice rest of your day.